My couch, my walls, my furniture. The camera angle was high, like someone standing silently in the corner of the room. Then I saw myself on screen, asleep on the couch, wearing the same clothes I had on the night before. A timestamp appeared in the corner, 2:47 a.m. tonight. I glanced at the clock on the wall. It read 2:46. Panic took over. I unplugged the TV and smashed the VHS tape into pieces, throwing them into a dumpster miles away. For 3 days, nothing happened. I convinced myself it was over. Then a package arrived at my door with no return address. Inside was a brand new VHS tape and a single handwritten note that read, "You skipped the ending." I moved out that week. I still wake up at 2:47 a.m. every night, terrified that someone is still recording. It started as a joke, the kind of thing you don't think twice about. I was walking past a garage sale on the outskirts of a quiet Ohio neighborhood when I noticed an old VHS tape lying on a folding table. No label, no markings, just a layer of dust thick enough to suggest it hadn't been touched in years. The man selling it shrugged when I asked what was on it and said he'd found it in the attic of a house he'd recently bought. Something about the way he avoided eye contact made me uneasy, but curiosity got the better of me, and I bought it for $1. That night, I borrowed a VCR from a coworker, half expecting the tape to be blank or damaged. When I pressed play, the screen filled with static before slowly clearing into an image that made my stomach drop. It was a birthday party from the early 2000s, filmed on a shaky handheld camera. Yellow balloons hung from the ceiling, and a small boy laughed as someone sang "Happy Birthday." I recognized the living room instantly. It was my childhood home. Then the camera zoomed in on the boy's face, and my heart began to race. The boy was me. Same scar above my eyebrow, same red jacket my mother used to talk about, the one that mysteriously disappeared years ago. As the footage continued, something felt wrong. The camera wasn't held by a family member. It lingered too long in corners, half hidden behind door frames, as if the person filming didn't want to be seen. The tape suddenly jumped forward to nighttime footage of my childhood bedroom. I watched myself sleeping, completely unaware. A tall, unnatural shadow stood beside the bed, stretching toward me. I slammed the stop button, my hands trembling. I called my parents immediately, but they insisted no video like that had ever been recorded. The next morning, the tape was already inside the VCR, even though I clearly remembered removing it. Against my better judgment, I pressed play again. This time, the footage had changed. The screen showed my current apartment,